welcome to Shock Bottom. This is this war of mine, and
Apparently, fuck the wall. It's all yours.
our home country has been bombed to shreds, and
That's unfortunate.
we're all each other have, and we now have to make do with this house, which is honestly more space than all of our homes put together.
Yeah. That's sad. It's also more disheveled than your apartment.
It's slightly more insulated than my current apartment, but that's just how it is. Okay, so this is us. This is me. So what we do now, first of all, is we try and dig through all the rubbish and see if we can find anything worth salvaging, using, whatever.
Oh, hey, Magnus has a backpack. Apparently, he's a skilled wood jobber.
Yeah, we all have backgrounds. So I was a photographer beforehand. That's like the closest thing I could find. Ooh, lockpicks, nice. That was like the closest thing I could find to what I actually do in real life. Magnus is a wood chopper because he's unemployed anyway. So
Shout out to Magnus.
and Marcus was an insurance agent who is slightly injured for some reason.
Okay.
Huh.
And Jesper is a computer specialist.
Sweet.
But I don't want to spend lockpicks on this. I think we should be able to jury rig a crowbar. Because look, we have this simple workshop here that we can then build other workshops with. So it's just like metal workshop, stove, and bed. A bed is a pretty good thing to have. But we have plenty of time left today, so let's just build a metal workshop. That'll allow us to build tools from basically nothing.
So how does the bed work anyway with 4 people? You take turns sleeping?
One sleeps in it, like only one can sleep through a night in the bed, and then one. You can set multiple people to sleep at once, but then the others will sleep somewhere else than in the bed. And usually we'll have someone on. Usually we'll have someone on scavenge duty as well.
Just need to get some quad spoon action up.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Let's see here. Yes, we can actually build both a shovel and a crowbar. Both are gonna come very much in handy right now. Because, of course, digging through this shit is gonna be an awful undertaking that Marcus is gonna be in charge of. But I'm gonna wait until Jesper has built a shovel.
Wow, that's gonna take forever.
I appreciate it.
And then afterwards...
You should not trust my shovel.
Right now, we are only waiting for Jesper. Every one of us is waiting for Jesper.
Oh wow, yeah, that's very fitting actually.
Yeah, let's build a crowbar as well. So now it'll go considerably fast. We can put Magnus to work. See, that's how fast it's gonna take. How long it's gonna take without the shovel. Marcus is blazing through that, and then he needs the crowbar here. So if we then say stop that bullshit, and then just put him to use with the shovel.
Wow, that helps.
And the crowbar is now ready, so we can break into our own locker here. I could essentially also start building some other shit, like a bed, for instance.
That seems useful.
So, is this what you guys were counting on for this game?
I had no idea what I was
Ooh,
going into.
we have medicine.
And you have a little bit of
Sugar.
it, that's about it.
I mean, you told me about horrible shit happening and surviving in like really poor circumstances, but that's about it.
And that is what this is. And then, come nightfall, we will also be forced to go out and scavenge. Because that's how you get supplies. That's the upgrade button. Yeah. So, currently building a bed. Let's get a radio as well.
What are we aiming for right now?
To survive.
Just survive.
Just
survive better.
Just survive and not die. Because the war is not over yet. Basically, there's still fighting happening and soldiers in the streets and other people in the same position as us scavenging and actually, you know, people who are when everybody's situations are bad, you tend to forget about other people and focus on your own
Oh yeah.
well-being.
Sure.
As horrible as it may sound, that's just how it is. Okay, so
Yeah. With the radio, what can we do with it? I mean, other than listen to shit.
we can find out stuff about the weather and events and
okay.
stuff. If you see, I found a bandage, so we can actually treat Marcus here. Of course, bandages and medicine are really valuable.
Obviously.
Also got a piece of jewelry here, which is
Oh.
also it has no use other than bartering.
Right.
Right, so it's a luxury commodity.
Yeah, exactly. And then we also we can make fuel out of books, something as depressing as making fuel out of books or scraps and wood and shit like that, and filters for water purification and stuff.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna survive, you gotta survive.
We don't need a heater right now. Yeah, that's kind of the thing. Last time I played this, it was winter came along pretty darn quickly, and so temperatures were really low, and being sick to begin with, Magnus was not dealing stuff very well, and then he just got more and more sick and kept needing medicine, and that's medicine. Also, music lightens the mood.
Yeah, I would figure that's one use for it.
I wanted Marcus to doing that. He's bandaged now, but resting will also help with slight injuries and slight illness and stuff.
Oh.
So I have a keen eye for detail. I think that decides like visibility when you're out at night.
So you're better scavenger?
How well you spot stuff. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if that actually. Oh, there's a door we can break down. I don't think we actually have time for this. Because, I mean, as soon as night falls, we have to make decisions about who gets to sleep, who gets to stand guard. Because, I mean, everybody's going out at night.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
looking for
we're gonna
shit.
get scavenged too.
Raided sometimes, which is also why it's good to get weapons. Ooh, vegetables, nice. So you may notice that we do not actually have any food right now.
Right.
Besides those vegetables.
Yes, but you can't actually. Oh, you can eat raw vegetables, but it's not really gonna do much. We don't have a stove right now either, but that's all right. We're not hungry yet. We can at one point upgrade our workshops to be more efficient and to give us other things to do.
Right.
So yeah, a stove is a pretty important thing. Stove and we need like meats and shit and water
Obviously.
and all sorts of shit. That's what we're gonna go out and scavenge for.
Right.
At least it's warm. Yeah, it's 18 degrees. That's
I mean,
nice.
that's doable.
Yeah. So 8 p.m. is when it's gonna happen. So
Oh, okay.
So nighttime.
let's see. I'm gonna go out and scavenge with me. Marcus is gonna sleep in bed because he is wounded.
I will scavenge.
Jesper will sleep and Magnus will stand guard. So this is the current accessible locations out in the city right now. Where we have some info about what's going on out in the city and what's there in the different places, what we can count on being there. So right now they're very low risk. So this is places that have already been looted for the most part.
Yeah.
But there is food at all these places, and this is
Some food. Yeah.
the gas station. Yeah, that's right. Let's go with materials, meds. Yeah, let's go with the
Oh.
shelled cottage.
Lots and huge amounts of shit.
Yeah. So I'm gonna bring in the crowbar and the shovel.
That seems like that will be useful.
Yeah. So that's often a thing as well. If you notice, we have very limited inventory when we're out. So you have to oftentimes make compromises on what can you even bring, and then things there's a person hanging out of the window, for instance. But like, look at
Oh,
this.
boy.
That's a lot of
Wow.
shit that we can use.
Shit.
So wood is really nice for a lot of things, but it will fill up your inventory really, really quick. But here's a fridge.
Right. So what's the deciding factors in what you're bringing back?
What you need, basically. What you need at any given point.
Right.
Um,
So eventually you might even have to come back and leave things behind.
Oh yeah, definitely. But you can always come back the same night.
Hmm.
Oh,
no,
okay.
not the same. You can come back another night after the same things. But like for instance, here there's a bit of rubble here. So right now inventory is pretty filled up, right? But I can go in and I can clear out rubble. I can break down a door and shit like that with my shovel and my crowbar, and then I can come back tomorrow night with 2 extra slots in the inventory
Right.
to pick shit up. So yeah, right now we're weapon parts. And electric parts are not very useful right now, but they will be soon. Cigarettes we're not going to use. Fertilizer we don't use. So right now we got a pretty good haul of food and did you see that red flip?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's sound.
Oh.
That means that there's something up there making sound.
Gotcha.
Luckily I know exactly what it is, because I know this game. And sound flip that size is a rat.
Oh, okay. That's not so bad.
Now it's not so bad. There is combat in this game as well. And
Obviously.
it's actually not something that I have spent a lot of time with. You can see how much
Yeah,
sound I'm making here
There's
as
some
well.
vision here.
Yeah, but see,
Oh yeah.
it's all the rat there. So that's basically this game. I haven't spent a lot of time on combat because the thing is, I usually don't go. Ooh, ammunition and herbal meds. Let's bring back some herbal meds. They're not as good as actual medicine, but they'll still fetch a pretty price. And we have Marcus, who's a good negotiator,
Somehow.
being an insurance agent.
Because apparently
Yeah, I mean you work with people.
I don't know how I wound up working with people, but I sure do work with people.
Yeah,
Hey ho, tech support.
yeah, exactly.
Yay.
Which is why I put you as. Okay, great. Lots of extra stuff. Let's see. So you can also do stuff like this.
That's fucking cool.
Look through before you go. Oh, and then sometimes there's info like this. One of the flyers dropped in the city reads, "This is a zone of anti-terrorist operation. Persons remaining in the city will be treated as terrorist supporters. For your own and your family's safety, leave Bogoran immediately. The army guarantees you a safe passage." Not many believe them after the atrocities they have committed. So yeah, the conflict itself is not really any of our business. That's the whole point of
We're
this.
just caught in the crossfire.
We are just regular ass citizens caught in the crossfire.
Delightful.
Ooh, more jewelry.
More
Neat.
jewelry.
More weapon parts. Could actually. Let's focus on the materials first, and then I can come back to some of the weapon parts, and hopefully we can fashion an axe that Magnus can then use his great forestry skills to employ into chopping up some of the furniture in the house that we don't need.
Right.
So not done.
That would seem you.
So right now we're done.
Right. I did look up, by the way, the keen eye for detail. It is pretty much as you imagined.
Yeah.
The photographer's trait keen eye for detail allows him or her to notice otherwise hidden loot piles.
Hidden loot. Okay, it's even that. Okay, I thought it was just like increased vision.
Oh, okay.
But even hidden loot piles. Okay, that's cool. So yeah, so I am a pretty good scavenger to have out.
Yeah, definitely.
Seems like it.
So let's see if we were raided. Would be very early on if we were, but we were not. So I am hungry and I am tired.
No kidding.
So let's see if we can. Everybody's hungry and you slept poorly because we only have one bed, so that's to be expected. So we still have some shit we can see. You need weapon parts to build shark things. We still have some shit we can pick through up in the on the upper floors, I do believe. Maybe wrong. I feel like
I think there was like one pile or something like that.
yeah, we need a stove more more so than anything else. Okay, we need parts of that. Alright, so we can't actually build a stove right now, but we have plenty of meat, plenty of veggies, and plenty of water. So we can actually, as soon as when you have vegetables, you can make more filling meals.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's covered up. Obviously. Oh, there.
Oh,
There we go.
Okay.
Yeah, I like having the view as far out as possible most of the time. So the difference between the crowbar and the lockpicks, crowbar can be used more times, but it's noisy. A lockpick is completely silent.
So you're
Ah.
mostly safe when you're using that at home.
Yeah, I am completely safe when
Okay.
using the crowbar at home, but it will break at one. Ooh, look at that! More shit.
Nice.
Damn.
Sometimes merchants, some places out in the world have merchants, but sometimes merchants will also come to the front door.
Oh, okay.
So right now we don't actually have to deal with the hunger. Because
We can go another night.
yeah, we can go another night, but we don't. We
I
don't.
prefer not to, I suppose.
No, we don't want to eat raw food either,
Right.
Yeah,
because
okay.
we can get sick. So I'm gonna save the parts and shit. And
Simple heater.
no, we need a crude stove, not a simple heater.
Well, oh, there. Okay.
Simple heater's up here. We don't need that yet.
Right. That's for winter time.
Yeah, exactly. So we need fuel for the stove, and we need water to make filters to make water and moonshine shit.
Right.
Because we can also get up to making that. So we should actually be able to, if I just focus on a lot of like scraps next night, we could probably already upgrade the regular old workshop into a level 2 workshop.
That seems
What
useful.
does that do?
Well, that means we have access to building some other things,
Oh, okay.
such as a herbal garden and rainwater collectors, but also
Oh, nice.
stuff like traps for small animals, which will be so we can be more self-sustaining
Yeah.
rather than relying on supplies that are gonna run out no matter what out in the city.
Mm.
Right.
So I think what we're gonna do today is actually just skip straight to night and go into the same old house.
Okay.
Maybe not me though. Maybe Marcus will be the one to go out because he's the one who's not. He's the only one who's not tired.
Right. That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah. I'm just gonna end day right here, right now.
Okay.
It's actually warmer today than it was yesterday. Okay, so new places opened up. So there's a church here.
A church garage and a
Yeah.
decrepit squat.
Possible trade.
Yes.
Caution advised. Okay.
Yes. There is both.
Oh, we
So
have
we-
a quiet house at that.
Yeah. We have nothing to get there except we're willing to steal. And our people will be depressed if we do, because it means other people will die. No, I don't worry. I know these because yeah. I mean, I built this city myself.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Did you build it on rock and roll?
Yes, I did.
How could you let it come to this?
Yeah. Okay. So
It really is your war.
it really is this war of mine. Let's go straight back to the shelled cottage. You can see.
Dude, you were fucking up our lives.
You can see how.
You piece of shit.
Shut up. You can see how long ago we were there and how much we've gathered together. So we could also go on a limb and go to the church, but
I feel like we should just play it safe right now.
the church is safe because there's just there's like two parts to the church, which is the church itself, and then there's an annex, and the annex is blocked off. But the annex holds some pretty gnarly people.
Right.
But the church is safe and has trading opportunities. And yeah, I'm just gonna cut that off. Just open it. Just open it. So let's just go back to the cottage. And let's put markers on there. Let's put me in bed. You can be on guard. So I'm not gonna bring anything this time. Because
I just get to loot.
you just get to loot.
Neat.
So yeah. So it really is just about having. Oh yeah. Did I empty the front file completely?
No, I don't think so.
you did.
No, that's because only I can see it then, I guess. So yeah, it's all about knowing what you have at home, knowing what you need, and then remembering what you left.
Right.
But I mean, sometimes there is sugar. We don't need sugar yet. Sugar is to brew moonshine. There's plenty of it here. So this is if we ever build a moonshine still, this will be a pretty good place to go and get some sugar.
It's also pretty good for you.
Yes. Why is pouring of sugar not happening on me right now?
Well, you don't have any. Better bring some back.
See, okay, shell casings and gunpowder. I wonder what that's gonna give us. But ammunition is pretty useful once we have a gun, because the different. What's what we got right now? None of those. The thing about firearms, the weapons are a deterrent for. I use them mostly as a deterrent for when we're invaded or raided at night. It's good to have a. It's good to have them. And I generally don't bring them out, because then you have to bring out a firearm and you have to bring out bullets as well. And nobody likes shooting people, and nobody likes killing people. So it's like, yeah, okay, we use it for self-defense. So you just have it lying at home in the stash, and that's fine, right?
Gotcha.
But that'll be more effective than having a bunch of like knives or shit. Knives, axe, crowbar. Right now we have the crowbar and the shovel at home, so we're actually safer tonight than we were yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Right.
And
But I'll be screwed if someone were to come along.
right now,
Yeah.
out here, yeah, you would. Let's
So what?
dump this.
Like, is there a chance that other people will come and raid the same area?
No, that depends on the area. For
Okay.
example, if we were to the looted gas station, I do believe there's actually other scavengers.
Right, but so this area we can safely
This-
just leave shit behind
Yeah, this
and,
area.
and
okay.
expect it to be there when we go back.
I'm not actually sure entirely. I think stuff can just, that the game will simulate that other people have been there.
Yeah, okay.
gathering
Yeah,
shit.
that's what I meant.
Yeah, okay, but no, but some places scripted, of course, there'll be other scavengers, and you have to be sort of quick to get to the right piles. Otherwise they will clean out the piles. But other things that we can do when we upgrade the workshops that we have is that we can in fact board up the holes in the house. That'll help both with the temperature, but also with security. And
Yeah.
and this is the stove, right? Yeah.
Yeah, fruit.
So we can do that, and then we can also, if we get up if we actually manage to find some really good supplies, we can in fact install an alarm system
Oh,
so that
Advanced.
that is pretty cool.
yeah we can install an alarm system so that if we were to be just took the easy path there, as I am wont to do. If we were to be raided at night with the alarms, see here we can board up, but it takes a bit. So otherwise we can build traps, herbal garden, herbal workshops, moonshine still, rainwater collectors. We can become very self-sustaining. Armchairs,
Cool.
heaters, guitar. If we find a broken guitar, we can fix it.
Cool.
Yeah, it is really cool. My point was, if we build enough beds for everybody, and then have the alarm system, then everybody can sleep in a bed at night, and we will still be as safe as if somebody was
Standing guard.
at all
really
times. Okay, so we have way many books that we totally don't need. I'm just gonna break some books into some fuel, and then we can. Cooked food 1 will only do 1 serving, or I think, and then cooked food with vegetables will make 2 servings. So if we make 4
Okay.
fuel, we can actually feed everybody.
Oh.
Neat.
Yeah.
Everybody gets to eat.
And if you see here in the fridge, so there's vegetables, there's raw meat, then there's canned food that you can just eat whenever.
Oh yeah.
But
Okay.
that's actually pretty valuable. Ooh, yes, we have a trader, and of course it's you who's making
I'm a
fuel.
traitor among us.
So I'm just gonna put Jesper on food duty right now, and then it's a good thing we picked.
Well, that's gonna go bad.
It's a good thing we picked up all the jewelry. And we also have, you can see here how valuable shit is. So actual bandages, actual medicine is better than herbal.
Hmm.
We can also, yeah, very common stuff. I'm sure we have some water, weapon parts and shit. So we can just load up on a bunch of shit here. There's canned food that would cost us cigarettes, all sorts of shit really. So let's just load off the useless shit first, right? And then just... So his statement will change. Franco! Franco! Franco!
God damn it.
Guilty Franco. I'm just
Right.
gonna... So... Marcus will get better prices than the rest of us will. But I can just unload sugar as well, see if they'll do anything.
All that sugar on him.
So now it's very generous of me giving this for all of that. Now it's fine, we can have a deal. I can just keep unloading the sugar until now it's again fine, we can have a deal. So let's deal,
We use the sugar.
and then we can just, I mean, he also has some wood we can try for.
Yeah, and I mean, then we don't have to deal with
Carrying
filling
all
up
the-
our scavenging
Yeah.
Exactly.
inventory.
Herbs, we could-
Just read, by the way, the cooking with vegetables makes 2 meals.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I said.
You just
Make-
said they were more filling.
No, but it also gives 2 servings.
Okay.
That's what I said. Doing 2 vegetable meals will feed everybody.
Oh yeah, okay.
So yeah. And I'm not that willing to give away the books. The water, not really either. So let's try unloading what we have right here, right now, and see how he feels if I just offer him a bandage, for instance.
Hmm.
Now
Oh, wow.
now it's very generous again, and that won't do. So let's see here.
Yeah, so it's about finding the right
Yeah,
mix
exactly.
goods.
Oh,
Still fine, we can have a deal. Won't do, try harder.
okay.
So now we just, there we go. Throw in some more, but the stag isn't full. Still
Okay.
fine, still fine, we can have a deal. Yeah, sure.
Neat.
Let's see what else we can hustle out of him if we give away the herbal medicine and the herbs.
Poor little Franco.
Danke! He doesn't really have that much more that we really want, but this is still way too impressive. So I mean, that's fine. We can have a deal. A herbal medicine and 4 herbs for
Neat.
raw
Canned
food and
food.
canned food.
Damn.
Fair enough.
I would say we are pretty darn well off right now. So yeah, this is gonna take a bit of our raw food, a bit of our vegetables, a lot of our water, and all the fuel we have. But we are all gonna be full from this.
Very
Nice.
nice.
But because none of us are very hungry quite yet. So that's
So
pretty
we
good.
won't go hungry to bed tonight.
No, we will not.
That's good.
That is good. That'll last us a while, and I can make us a knife.
Sweet.
Shiv with a shank. Shank him with a shiv.
It used to be a kitchen utensil, but now it's a dangerous melee weapon. Magnus just making a knife in the basement. I can create a knife. And basically, those materials they say it's like, oh, it's stuff like paper clips and tape and stuff. So, so-called weapon parts like blades, springs, and shit. So, let's go eat. Yeah, well.
Nice.
So Jesper has a knack for electronics, which means that Jesper will expend fewer resources when building shit that has electrical parts.
That's also very neat.
That is very neat indeed. But Jesper is also a dick.
Oh yeah, but we knew that.
His personality is a dick.
So, what's new here? And I totally scammed that guy. So
Absolutely.
I don't know why that's my trait, but I mean, I somehow ended up being an insurance agent. So
Okay. But the thing is, now we just gave away all of our valuables. So going to the church does not make a lot of sense.
Right.
We can go to the abandoned cottage.
Huge amounts of materials.
There's also the garage. In the garage, there is a trader there as well, but also we can also loot shit.
We also just gave the shit away we had. So.
Exactly. So garage and church, those are trade opportunities.
Yeah.
So let's just go to this abandoned cottage and see. I mean, huge amounts of materials, huge amounts of weapons. So
Would it be worth to bring multiple people to scavenge?
you can't.
Oh, okay.
You can't. You can only bring one.
Huh.
So let's have Magnus on guard with the knife he created. Let's just. Marcus had a good night last time, so let's make him sleep in bed, and Jesper, you can just sleep wherever.
Oh yeah.
So let's bring crowbar and shovel. So yeah, we're pretty well off right now. I could bring the knife, but let's not. There's no one to shank anyway. And what is a knife? What is a knife worth if there's no one to shank?
It's a sad lie.
So look at that over there on the wall.
Sniper. That's ominous.
Yeah, nothing will happen right here, but there is a place called Sniper Junction that we can go to, and that will,
good.
and that place will, in some configurations, have you actually dodging bullets.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Well then.
So yeah, that's a terrible place, and let's not go there quite yet. There are
A lot of wood.
yeah, going quietly right now. There is oh boy, that should just be a rat as well.
Yeah, it looks the same size.
It should be. Oh, what I was saying, before I got cut off, was that some places will have events that you can fulfill, so that, for example, in Sniper Junction, there's a guy who's injured and wants you to, who needed to do something, and you can help him with that, and then you'll get access to some shit.
Right.
Stuff like that. Sometimes people will come to the front door asking, "Hey, can you help us do this or that?" And those are one of the things. Family photo of parents and 2 daughters. Good thing the girls don't resemble their father. He looks like a bear. So when I tested out our, that's a lot of food. When I tested out our, all right, yeah. Okay, I'll clear this out. When I tested it out, I sent Marcus to help our neighbors board up their house because there were rapists on the loose in the neighborhood, and everybody was like, "I'm glad that we can still in these trying times help our neighbors." And Jesper was just like, "I don't like Marcus is sleeping outside of the house." And I stole from someone at one point, and Marcus and Magnus were both like, "If we survive this, we have Casper to thank." And Jesper was like, "I don't like that he had to steal." I don't like the Casper had to steal.
Oh.
Curmudgeon, son of a bitch.
A note that says, on the first day they robbed us, 2 days later they murdered our girls. I shot every one of them, but I don't want to use the gun anymore. It's broken and buried in the backyard. Next part looks shaky. If you're reading this, don't look.
Damn.
So there is a broken gun in the yard, which means that I can pick up a broken gun and then we can at one point fix it and actually get some use out of
Sick.
all this
Hot
shit.
dang.
Out of all the like the shell casings and gunpowder and shit.
Very nice.
We can actually make ammo ourselves, and then
That's cool.
our home security will be very much improved. So yeah, just going through this now. Weapon parts and one more electronic.
Neat. Oh. Get that.
Yeah, teddy bear won't do anything.
Oh.
I think teddy bear is to. Oh wow, this place is worth coming back to. I think the teddy bear will comfort child characters,
Right.
which are available in this the expansion, which is the little ones, which brings kids into this otherwise already totally awful situation.
Oh, great.
Yeah, I know, right? So yeah, that's that. I'm gonna put this raw meat back in the fridge. At least one of them. I'm gonna put one raw meat back in the fridge because we're actually pretty well off. So yeah, just like cigarettes will comfort smokers and stuff, I think the teddy bears will comfort child characters.
Right.
Makes sense.
Let's not get shot. It'd be awful. It can happen, and then you would all be completely miserable back home.
Yeah.
But see,
But of
but
course.
see, then this
Oh.
pile spawned because I read that note, and there is a broken pistol in there and weapon parts.
Very nice.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, exactly. It just so now then I knew where to look for it,
Yeah. Yeah.
or that there even was something. So now we actually have a broken pistol.
Neat.
Sweet.
That is indeed neat. And what we'll do with that broken pistol, we'll find out next time on Shock Bottom.